All right, so in the last lab, we mostly focused on the when started function, defining that function. So for this one, we're going to be more focused on sensors and how to use the sensors. Basically, it's very similar to when started functions, but basically you're going to wait for an output, for an input from the sensors because the sensors are sensing the environment. And once something happens, then you're going to have our motors do another thing that affects the environment. All right, so first thing, here's what I want you guys to do is go up in File and Save As. Basically, we're making another file in here, and it's going to be 3.1.3. And this is going to be part 1. Go ahead and save this. And then basically we're going to make part 2, part 3, part 4. So when I go over to File Open, I'm going to have different portions of different codes. So I can always go back and track it again. All right, so this one says, go ahead, read the pseudocode, and basically we're going to go ahead and do when bumper switch is bumped, spin left motor at 50% for 5 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and do that. So first thing is we have a function. The function is when started, and right here is where I'm calling it. Okay, so what do I want to happen when function? Motor 10 set velocity to 50%. All right, what do I want to happen next? It's motor 10. Put it in there. What do I want to happen? So this is the object. The method is spin. It says direction forward. Bad. Next it says wait for 5 seconds. All right, we know how to do that. Wait unit 5 comma seconds. Next part is stop left motor. Motor. So motor stop. All right, so we have to do this portion up here where it says wait until bumper C is pressed. Okay, so let's see. All right, so I'm going to go down. Here's the controls, and this says, let's go back to our thing over here. It says wait until bumper D is pressed. Or this one says bumper C, but we're using bumper D. Okay, let's go over here to controls, and this is wait until. Okay, let's see what happens when we pull this out and put it over here. It says well not. Okay, so basically that's the same thing as saying wait until. Okay, so let's change around the condition. Condition is bumper D being pressed. So I don't know, put a comma there. Bumper D, and it's pressed. Pressing, actually. All right, so it's here's the wait until bumper D is pressed. I'm gonna have to wait just for a quick second so it can register these events, and then it basically says set motor velocity to 50, spin, and wait for 5 seconds. Okay, here we go. Let me bring up the video. All right, and let's have this run. So it's starting the program. Nothing's happening. It's waiting until I press the bumper. Here I go. 1, 2, 3, and it's running. And it stopped after 5 seconds. Go ahead and save this under part 1. We're going to do a next part, part 2.